I believe there is a vortex. There are many laws in the universe. One of them is the law of polarity. Is there a vortex? Is there a swirling vortex of unwanted things?
Yes.
Also.
Yes.
Because I've never heard someone say the truth about that. And
well,
it starts to feel like, yes, there's a wonderful, beautiful, whirling thing of everything that I want.
Well, consider this,
There's
though.
no shot that there's not a whirling thing of things that I don't want, because I
There
can
are two ways
manifest.
that we want to answer that question.
Okay.
The first is, for everything that you want, there's an equivalent, precise equivalent absence of it. We also want to say to you that when you have created and identified and found resonance with the vortex, not being in alignment feels equally awful to the pleasure that the alignment with it feels. And that's why you interpret it as saying there must be some evil source, there must be some opposite source of good, because it feels so bad, it must be big. But it's only as big as the absence of the good that you've carved out. It's essential that you understand that.
Now, I understand if scientifically.
However,
I do.
The peace that you're reaching for here, and this is the truth that you are reaching for. Every thought has the right and the power to exist, and law of attraction will respond equally to it. So if you conjure in whatever way a thought and keep it active within you, law of attraction will support that thought. And so unwanted things can become bigger and bigger and bigger, just like wanted things. But the emotional response you have about it is always, every single time, no exception, and this is the truth that you seek, proportionate to the alignment that you have created. In other words, through life, as you become this, and the reason that we describe this vortex as if it is this tangible thing, and we get why it's hard to do that, and whether you do it or not doesn't matter. We just want you to understand that you have created a beingness that the larger part of you is, and to the degree that you align with it, resonate with it, allow yourself to be it, you will feel the fullness of it. And anything less than the fullness of it is going to feel like something that is discordant enough that if it gets big enough, we understand why people want to assign a source to it, because it feels really, really big. But every emotion you feel is about the relationship between who you have become and who you are letting yourself be in relationship to that only. Now, that has to help you to understand that through all that you've been living, you have become, you are love. You are certainty. You are knowledge. You are power.
Yes.
You are wisdom. You are clarity. You are those things. And when you allow it, oh, you've come home. It feels so good. This is who I am. And when you don't allow it, it feels like somebody other than you must be responsible for the not allowing of something that you want more than life itself, because it is life itself.
I don't accept that. To me, 1,000%. Everything happens, I take full response. I came out of that victim mentality a very long time
So
ago.
what was the question about then? Wait. Just, we want to ask this in a way that you can really hear it. So your question was, all right, Abraham, I accept that I create my own reality.
Yes.
And I accept that there is a force, let's call it the vortex, let's call it God, or let's not call it God, you say, let's call it whatever it is. But I accept that there is this force of goodness which I can choose. But is there not a force of badness that I could choose? Is that what you're saying? I'm deliberate creator. Is there a good force or a bad force that I could participate in? And we say there is the expansion of who you are and the pinching off of it, and that's it. That is it. We'll tell you why we know this, and maybe it will resonate deeply enough with you that you'll get it once and for all, and maybe you have to work on it for a little while. This vortex that is hard to get your thoughts wrapped around because you can't see it or hear it. It's not this tangible thing. You can feel it. This vortex is the holder of the best that you have carved out, you and everyone else, from the beginning of exploring contrast. And it is so powerful and so dominant that that which is source energy resides in the energy of that goodness. It is so profound and so big, they're not adequate words to describe it or define it. but you feel it from time to time.
Get
And
glimpses.
the absence of it is gut-wrenching.
It wrenches my guts, yes. And I understand that there's a buffer of time. But the reason I say about the Nortex and the Vortex is I come from, rationalizing.
I come from a contrasting environment that put a lot in my vortex.
Correct. I don't like not doing anything, but I'm not inspired to do anything. And the minute I try to take action, it feels like I'm forcing it. So pull back. That's not inspired action. What are you talking about? You can't move now. Not yet, not yet. You're forcing it too early. Okay, go now.
Well, you're overthinking it, and there's nothing wrong with priming the pump. There's nothing wrong with a little action that sort of gets you into action. There's nothing wrong with that. You can't get it wrong. You can't get it wrong.
I noticed that.
Don't freak out.
I've had so many crazy things happen in the past, and yet I'm still here. I still smile at least once a day. Things are good. And like I tell my grandmother when she tells me that the world is the worst that it's ever been, I'm like, Grandma, we're on Facebook.
Well, she's right. She's right. The world is the worst that it's ever been, and it's also the best that it's ever been, and you get to choose which part of it you play in.
Okay, that's good.
Because it's the most intense it's ever been.
Yes.
It's the most it's ever been. In other words, when you go to a buffet that only has 10 items, there's a little bit you like and a little bit you don't like. When there are 10,000 items at the buffet, there's a whole lot you like and a whole lot you don't like.
Yes.
But don't let it freak you out. Become a definitive person.
Right.
But what's happening is, if you haven't been practicing selecting from the buffet, and you show up at a buffet where there's 10 million things you like and 10 million things you don't like, you get overwhelmed.
Yes.
And that's what's happening to a lot of people. They haven't come to understand that they get to choose. And because law of attraction is dishing up for them what's a vibrational match to them, then there are a lot of people, your grandmother is not in the minority at all, who begin to feel the overwhelmment of unwanted things, which makes them come to flawed conclusions that there's somebody out there just messing with you, creating bad things and forcing them down your throat. And that's not true.
I guess my frustration comes from knowing all of this and still not being able to.
You know what your Discord says to us?
Yes. No, I don't.
What your Discord says to us is, he knows this.
No, you have no idea how much I know this.
We have every idea how much. We have every idea. You have no idea how much we know.
No.
But hear this. Hear this, because we don't want you to make light of this. We really want you to hear what we just said to you. When you say, I have discord, we say, yes. He has discord because he has carved out something that is beyond what he is currently allowing himself to live fully.
Yeah.
And we would far rather that you have the discord of that than the lethargy of no desire that is not being denied. It is so much better to have desire that you're working yourself into alignment with than no desire, because you are truly alive when you have desire. You will never hear us say, we want you to live only in positive emotion, because we want you to mix it up. We want you to do what you came to do. We want you to be on the leading edge. You are the pioneer for the new expanded thought. We just don't want you to keep creating new expanded thoughts and holding back from them. And you don't want it either. That's what this whole conversation is about.
I don't want that.
And we don't want you to try to define what's holding you back anymore. We want you to begin saying, I'm holding myself back. I'm getting better and better at it. Life is supposed to be fun. I smile at least once a day. Things are going pretty well for me. I'm understanding this more and more every day. And then just keep watching how much law of attraction will bring to you the evidence of your ever evolving progress.
You guys have no idea, but as this is that. See, I like empirical.
What is it they have no idea?
I like empirical data. You're literally sitting there talking about the next question that I'm going to say. Just please leave me with this so that I can go back to New York, and not scream at the computer or the CD player or the MP3 player. So,
well, scream at it, but then listen to what comes after.
I know, right? That's
That's
ironic.
the thing. When you scream, we hear, And we don't hold it against you that you're screaming at us. We hear the power of your question. And when you scream your question, we hear it. But you've got to relax before you can hear our response.
Yes. And my actual question, just so they know, was how do leave me with some relief about all of the things that didn't happen in the past? Because that's really, that remorse is what's building more than anything else in my consciousness. So many promises and broken promises to myself and missed goals and things like that. Obviously that's not alignment, and obviously that's my hand on the stove.
Your vortex is full of the beneficial results of the passion of those experiences. And as they come into fruition, you will recognize the relationship between what you are right now calling a broken promise and the fantastic fulfillment of promises that are so big that you have not even been able to see them fully. In other words, your vortex is full of the beneficial results of what you are calling failed attempts. Your vortex is full. It is the basis of expansion. But the only reason you're feeling regret about it,
remorse,
is because you have
anger,
is because you have not yet allowed yourself to receive the fulfillment of what it all put there. Mm-hmm. We're looking for an analogy that feels enough off the subject that you can hear it clearly. So you have an intention for something, but you didn't know about aligning energy, and so you weren't. And you were giving it everything you had because you believed that action was the way.
Yes.
And you were working hard to accomplish things, relationship things, financial things, life things, from a split energy perspective. But even in that split energy, you were putting things into the vortex that you were denying as you went along. So ask but don't let it in, ask but don't let it in, ask but don't let it in, ask but don't let it in. Ask but don't let it in, ask but don't let it in, ask but don't let it in. But here's where we came into the picture that gave you new understanding. Ask, put it in the vortex, but don't go in where it is. Ask, put it in the vortex, but don't go in where it is. So all of that asking and not receiving right then that red hot minute, you're calling failed attempts.
Correct.
We're calling it putting stuff in the vortex.
Right.
It's not a failed attempt unless you never go in the vortex. And there's no possible way that you will not ever go in the vortex, because even in what you call your death experience, you're going in.
I don't like when you say that.
We know you don't.
I don't like that. It
well, then
provides
don't
relief.
wait till then to go in. Don't wait till then to go in. We're just not going to tell you different than it is. We're going to tell you that you've been putting it in, and the fact that you haven't yet found your way to resonate with it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, and doesn't mean that you've failed. And when we see a blossoming vortex like the one that you have created, we see only success, 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 because it's only those who mix it up and care who do something like that. And then, the jubilation in the revelation as you allow yourself to resonate with it. So now what you're saying is, okay, I can even sort of follow that. I can even accept that maybe I've put it there. But what's taking me so long to get in there? And we say, you're like a lot of people in that you're still sifting, you're still sorting, you're still knowing what you don't want and knowing what you do want, but you have not yet made the decision that nothing is more important than that you feel good. That's the only thing that's missing. You haven't decided that you care more about feeling good than receiving the benefit of the things that you think you've been asking for.
Brings me to the final question.
Success that you're looking
here
for,
I will be
success that you're looking for isn't the financial money, although it will come. The success that you're looking for is the harmony you feel when you let yourself finally be up to speed with all that you have become.
Okay. I meditate a lot more than the rapper 50 Cent, for example. And I do a lot more focus wheels.
We happen to know that's not true. That is a flawed premise, because he meditates while he raps.